everybody. So sorry I'm late today, but anyway, I'm here now and I'm excited to play Mass Effect for you all. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Emily. I'm primarily a music streamer. I have this is my second channel. I have a primary Twitch channel where I do Clarinet practice with me streams with the hope and goal of expanding into more performance-based streaming eventually, like doing playing songs with like an accompaniment or even doing some live looping eventually. I started this second channel to play Mass Effect and other video games for you all, but to keep it separate from my main channel content since it's a bit different. Anyway, today we're going to pick it up where I left off yesterday. I'm going to do my best to make some progress in Feros. Even we did have one last bit of this side mission to wrap up before starting Feros, because I didn't quite have time to get it all done yesterday, so that's what I'm going to start with, this listening post alpha. So let's do that to begin with. I think I already flew that. We already took the Normandy there. Did we? Yes, we're in the right spot. Just gotta, I think I already scanned the planets and everything too. Just gotta land. Anyway, I hope you all are having a nice Thursday, that you've had a nice Thursday so far. I hope your day was less stressful than like the last 30 minutes of my day just now. But it's all good. At the end of the day, I'm streaming. I'm not performing brain surgery, you know? Like, the things that can go wrong with trying to stream, trying to set up a stream, do not have, like, drastic, life-altering consequences, you know what I mean? Like, if something doesn't look or sound good, like, yeah, it could be embarrassing, but life carries on, right? You know, it's not life or death. I don't remember who I took last time. So I'm going to take Liara and Caden. But life continues, right? It's not trying to get audio to work. It's not a life or death situation. I'm not defusing a bomb. I'm not doing brain surgery. Everything will be okay. Oh, I'm glad you had a good Thursday, Core City. I think this has just been one of those weeks that's been weird all around. With the weather here in Nashville, we had yesterday the public schools. Oh, let's pull up the map. The public schools were closed all day, and then the private school I teach at, they did a late start. I'm gonna put more points in his barrier. No, I'm not. I'm gonna put them in throw. And then today, the public schools did a late start, and the private school was back to like normal schedule. And so I ended up, all those makeup lessons that from yesterday that I had scheduled for today, I couldn't do because on their late start schedule, they only go to each class for like 25 minutes. So I can't teach 1 half-hour lesson, let alone 2, on that reduced schedule. So it is what it is. I'm going to try and make them up before the end of the month, but if not, I just kind of lose the money. I have to credit them on their March invoice. It's kind of frustrating when that happens, but like this time of year in the South, I just know that that's something that's likely to happen. People here in Nashville are decent, I think, by Southern standards, decent at like dealing with the inclement weather, the inclement winter weather, and so roads are usually all right. They usually do a pretty good job of like salting the major roads, but things just tend to close when the weather is bad. The schools will often decide to close just because they suspect that its conditions are going to be bad. And as a freelance teacher, as a freelancer in general, but a freelance musician, music teacher, it gets a little bit stressful, a little bit stressful and inconvenient financially when this happens, but I'll make do. A little disappointing, but again, life goes on, not a life-threatening situation. I keep saying that because that's why I try to keep things like in perspective for myself when things don't go the way I want. Like, it's very hard sometimes in the moment, especially when like the anxiety or the stress kick in, or especially when you want to like be able to do something and do it well. But like a performance, for example, or an audition, if I don't play my best, if I don't play the way I wanted to, then like life goes on. I will play again a different day and it'll be better. I think we can go loot things inside these little structures. Like, just like prefab. I don't know, they're not, I guess they're, well, they're beds, they're little cots. Those do not look comfortable. So I guess they're like research housing? I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to call it in this game.
Heading out.
You see these little like trailers all over the different planets of this game where there are people like studying these planets or trying to set up, I guess, or mining colonies, or actually they're not even mining colonies. Excuse me, they're not even mining colonies. Why is that so hard to say? Mining colonies. There we go. They aren't even really colonies yet. Just like people there, like, you know, surveying the planet. I'm on a ramble. I'm just gonna stop. Little trailer things are cool. Little beds in them don't look comfortable. Not sure what type of neighborhood my schools are in, but yours closed because the rural roads are a mess. Yeah, well, this is like, the schools I teach are like downtown. So like, usually things are pretty well like seen to in terms of like salting the major roads, but I know out where Andrew's family lives, they are very much in a rural part of Tennessee. Like, they have to close down if just temperatures get to a certain point, regardless of whether or not it's meant to snow, because their pipes are prone to bursting. And I know that that's very inconvenient for them. But here in Nashville, like, things are usually okay. Like, most years, they don't have that many snow days, really. It just always happens on my busiest teaching days. Always. That's just the rule. It's just the rule, right? That's how it has to happen. But usually, like, it's only 1 or 2 days. It wasn't like, was it winter 2020 or 2019? I can't remember which year it was. There was 1 year when it was like really cold and really snowy. Oh, I think it was 2020. Isn't that when like Texas had the really bad snowstorms and stuff? That winter, they were out for like an entire week, and then did delayed start for like another week. So I wasn't able to teach either of those weeks. I tried to squeeze some kids in for like makeup Zoom lessons, the ones that were really interested, the ones who were really concerned about getting behind, but like I was basically just out of work for 2 weeks. It wasn't super fun. Yeah, it would have had to have been winter 2020, I think, because that was before I started streaming. It could have been 2021. I don't remember what year it was. I am definitely like affected by that phenomenon where like something 10 years ago, I can remember like the frame of time much better than I can anything that happened between like 2019 and 2021. It's like that, those couple years just fell into a black hole and I have no idea what happened. But yes, today's been not bad. Well, it wasn't bad earlier when I was working on this setup. I was just trying to get it to work, and when I finished working on it, I thought, Andrew helped me with it some too, and when we finished working on it, excuse me, I felt like we got to a place where everything was going to be fine for today and a couple things to check on for tomorrow's stream, but it would also be fine. And then when I sat down to test record for this stream now, wasn't it all just kind of like things were not working and panic mode set in, but it's all good. It's all fine now. I would say most of the time I'm pretty good about like just rationally sorting through things and figuring out what went wrong, but for some reason today when I sat down and test recorded and saw that it wasn't working, I was just like, oh no, you know, I think it was just more like that horror that within trying to alter the settings to make things work for the music setup, that like it had all just been changed so much and I wouldn't even know how to get back to like the original settings, but I think it's all fine. It's good to learn these things, right? It's good to learn these things to go wrong, at least occasionally when you learn how to fix it. Part of the reason why I'm so like slow to learn new technology is because like I just sometimes like I don't know, I find it really stressful when things don't work the way I want to or want them to or expect them to, really is the thing. And then that's just so stressful that sometimes I would just like rather like not upgrade my whatever it is, not change it out, not get a new whatever, because once I've figured out how to use it, it's like at least I know what to do. And then like getting a new phone, for example, is like starting over sometimes. figure out how to get to this other mineral so I can survey it before we go get the debris, but I feel like this is not like the most logical course of action right now. I should have gone and gotten the debris first, but we're already over here. Come on, Mako. Anyway, I hope the sound sounds okay. I think I got it back to where it was. Oh no, are we stuck? Wait, we can back out. Oh no. No, come on, Mako, you got this. There we go. I think it's okay, at least on my end. Sometimes I think that like my test record and what you all hear is slightly different. Speaking of like micro changes to the setup, I put this monitor on. Oh, I didn't get. I just started left and didn't get that element I needed to survey. I put this monitor, that's my game monitor that has the webcam on it, on a monitor stand, so I can have a little more flexibility with the camera, and I think the angle's a little bit better. And I've also moved the microphone a bit, and I think it's in a better spot. It was blocking my screen a little bit for the game last time. I was kind of having to like weave a little bit to see around it. And am I missing this? No, it's not far enough. Where is it? Is that it? I think that's it. But I think it's a little bit better. Except for now, it's kind of blocking chat, so I have to weave a little bit to see the chat. But maybe I'll find like the perfect spot to put it where it blocks nothing and picks up my voice well. But today's not that day. I know we're not going there just yet. So we'll go get the debris and then go to the listening post. I think there's a third leg to this mission, and we're not going to do that just yet. I'll finish this up and then we'll go do Feros.
En route.
Alright, so listening post is over here. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Maybe there's not like a third leg to this mission. Maybe it's just the two leg. Well, it's kind of like two parts on this planet. Again, it's one of those cases I've played this game so many times that like some of this stuff, like I remember super well, but then I start to blend like other pieces of it together. Either way, just the daily per stream reminder that while I cannot be spoiled in terms of the content of this game because I've played it many times, let's keep the chat spoiler free for anyone who this is their first experience, if they're watching this playthrough as their first experience of this game, this story. So if you're going to reference anything that happens later in the game or in future games, like use some vague, veiled language so that you don't ruin the surprises for someone who wants to be surprised. Everyone's been really good so far. I really appreciate that. Oh, there's one like right behind me.
Brigade, 14th Infantry Regiment, and I am damn glad to see you.
We heard you needed some backup.
Actually, we need to get the hell out of here. But I guess your ship couldn't carry us all. They dropped us here a few months back. We get supplies every couple weeks. We didn't see anything local that was more dangerous than lichen. Yesterday, these animals started coming out of the ground. No idea where they're from. This is what's left out of 90 men. I'm the ranking officer.
We do have a ship in orbit. We could bombard them.
Wouldn't do much good. They're moving around deep underground. The only time they come near the surface, and they're right on our position. You bombard them, you take us out too.
Why are you out here in the first place?
There's been a lot of pirate activity in this cluster. We set up a chain of listening posts in the local systems, in case they have a staging base.
They're called Rachni. You get a supply ship in recently?
Yeah, but that was an Alliance ship, Commander. I mean, it was a drone, running on automatics. But what...
We've seen this before. It's a long story.
What we just fought was a probe. Our seismic sensors are picking up a crapload more on their way up from underground. We've got 5 minutes, tops. We might be able to hold them off if we were at peak, but you can see the fighting's busted this place up.
Do what you can to secure your position. We'll see if we can get some of your defenses operational.
Aye, aye, Commander. You heard the woman. Everybody pool magazines and grenades. Take a leak and a drink while you can. And if anyone wants a smoke, it's as good a time as any.
I'm gonna take your stuff. Can I take your stuff? Is that allowed? In these games I have like zero qualms about just taking all this stuff. Andrew and I were talking about this the other day, like, or was it yesterday? I don't know. Like in Skyrim, is it possible to play Skyrim as like lawful good? Because you literally are stealing things all the time. You're taking people's stuff. You're trying to bribe people, talk them into giving you more money, whatever. And I think I decided that the best you could do in like Skyrim, if you're gonna play everything, is like chaotic. I feel like Shepard's like chaotic, at least the way I play it. Then you might take your stuff, but it's not like just take your stuff and then take the back knife. Now the countdown can start.
I think we're done here. I will destroy you!
You can't hear me at all with the shooting. Let me turn the... Okay. Let's see. Let me pause this. I have to wait for them to come back. But give me a thumbs up in the chat once they start shooting again. If it's okay balance-wise.
Go, go, go!
Go where? There's nothing there. I don't think I said anything particularly clever, so I don't think you missed anything good. I don't anticipate saying anything particularly clever today, so the shooting might be preferable. Where are they? Oh, we're still waiting. We got 9 seconds left. The little clock thing is weird. I feel like it's not 100% accurate.
I will destroy you!
Who is that? Who is yelling? Can you hear me okay now with the shooting? I'll fix it between waves again. If not. So is it better? Worse? About the same? Let me know. Thumbs up if it's good. It's better. A lot of explosions. Well, yeah, there are a lot of explosions in the scene anyway because there's all the gunfire and there's the turrets too. Better we can do more. Okay, I'll adjust it some more once I complete this wave. Actually, no, just pause it. I don't have to wait on the Rachni, they can wait on me. Alright, let me know what you think. There are a lot of explosions in this part though, but hopefully that's a little bit better. Oops. I am almost dead. But almost is not dead. It's better? Okay. Better like leave it here or like better like keep working on it on the right track? Whoa, see, they run. That or that one was just very excited to see me. Oh, I should have moved. That was my own stupid mistake. It's good for you too? Okay. I will continue. I'm working on this in between every stream. It's going to be an ongoing process of me making small changes. But yeah, I'm glad that it's better now.
Go, go, go!
These bugs are very determined. Done? I think we might be done. So is it good, like, we're good to go for the rest of the stream, or would you all like me to adjust just a smidge more? Let me know while we're kind of at a quiet moment, and I will continue to work on it.
Holy hell, ma'am. Talk about a near-run thing. You alright?
Never mind me, are you alright?
You think it's good? Okay, thank you, Andrew.
Still on my feet. But we've been fighting for almost 26 hours straight. None of us will be standing for long.
It's a long work day.
Ma'am, we're getting a signal from one of the ground scan UAVs. A big hollow space about 500 meters under the surface.
Right. That must be it. That must be where they're coming from. My people aren't in any condition for a clearing operation, though.
Just point us in the right direction.
You don't have to do that, Commander. We've bled them. We can probably hold until a bigger ship arrives to get us off-world. If you want to take a throw at it, we'll give you the coordinates. But it's your call. You saved our asses, Commander. Thanks.
Are you okay? You stuck? Alright. Just stay there and be stuck.
Go, go, go!
Why are you yelling, sir? There is nothing there. Like, literally nothing. Wait, I want to disconnect it. Oh, I did. Okay. Nope. Wrong button. Alright. It was that little mine shaft thing we passed earlier that we want to get back to. Oh, there's another mineral. Let's go survey it. Because I think I'm actually getting... He is excited. I'm actually getting close to being done with all those, like... Oh, there's that. That's the one we have to go back to. Yeah, I told you there's a third leg, but it's kind of like its separate thing. That we'll have to do that later. But getting close to having all of these things surveyed, so I don't want to miss any of them. How did the Mako hurt its wheel? I didn't even try to flip it. I mean, maybe I did a little bit, but it was a half-hearted attempt at flipping it. Mako, why are you so squishy? You're literally a tank. I'm going the wrong way. I was looking at that white arrow and then just still driving away from it instead of towards it and didn't even think to change directions. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize. I mentioned this a minute ago, but if it takes me a second to see your chat, with the way I repositioned my chair and the microphone, now my chat window is blocked just a smidge. So it might take me a second to notice. I'm going to keep playing with it. Eventually I'll have ideal set up. Like, I'm not going to lie, like I was really excited to get this new computer, and because I like, this is going to sound so like lame and cheesy, but because it would give me more possibilities for streaming. But the actual like process of like changing over to using it exclusively and setting it up and learning how to use it, like I'm not great with change in general, but like I was kind of not resistant, not hesitant, but not looking forward to it either. And because I knew it would be a process, like I knew that first stream on it wouldn't be perfect. First music stream on it wouldn't be perfect. And one of the things I've been working on with this whole process is like letting it be okay to both like have a project done and improvable. Does that make sense? Like when with my study streams that I edit for YouTube, like I look back at the first several and like I just wish I could go redo them. Or those of you who've been watching my music streams for a while will know there'll be times where I said, oh, I might have to stream this again to get a better recording for YouTube. And I tried my best to stop myself from doing that, because it's okay to like let a project be done and be the best it could possibly be on that day and still acknowledge that there's room to improve and plan to improve. I have a bad habit of like getting discouraged when things don't work out exactly perfectly right and feeling like it's then therefore not worth it, you know, which is just not true. So life lessons being learned over here, even if I'm still resistant to them. Let's look at that equipment. Did we get anything good? I don't need that. Why am I using like, I thought I had a better shield modulator than that. Maybe I don't. Is that the best one? It is the best one. I think we're good. Oh, I didn't check all their other stuff, but we're fine for now. Now this fight is a little gnarly sometimes, and the Rachni are weak to biotics. So if you're playing this yourself the first time, take biotic heavy characters, because it does help. But make sure they're not too squishy. Oh, sorry, Liara. They are behind, guys, friends, it's behind the box. You're not going to be able to get it. Oh, well, it's going to spit into the box too, so it's really all fine. Liara, please. Okay, fine. That's all you. Go get it. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, it's still alive. Squish.
All clear.
The shotgun is a bit on the loud side too, isn't it? Again with the Rachni and the credits they're carrying. Whoops. Sorry, Kaden. I kind of shot you more than the Rachni, but they worked out okay. Whoa, sir. That is too close. And I'm dead. That one snuck up on me. It wasn't quite as epic a death as that one guy at Novaria getting like impaled by the Rachni, but also not as dramatic as me opening the door and getting killed by a bunch of the little green explodey ones. That was not a fun moment, but it was a little frustrating, but also kind of funny. Let me change the equipment back because I was dumb and didn't save after doing equipment things. He can keep that gun, it's fine. Oh, he could use a better amp though. Okay, I think we're good. Kaden, go draw him out. Go do the thing. Liara, you go with him. Go get him. No, no. Over there. Over there. Go. No. Over there. Over there. There you go. There you go. Thank you. Wow, can you please stop sneaking up on me? I really don't appreciate it. I was about to say Liara. I was literally about to say Liara and Kaden are doing a good job of staying on their feet. I spoke too soon.
Charging up.
Oops, I missed. Whoops. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. No. You're not going to make me reload because I'm stuck, are you? That would be awful. No, I didn't want to throw the grenade. What is happening? Shepard, move. Why are you stuck? You really going to make me reload?
Charging up.
I'm going to have to reload because I'm stuck. Like I can't actually do anything. I'm fully stuck. And I didn't save again. I have to go with the autosave. It's gonna be that kind of day. It's just gonna be that kind of day. Whatever, you all are gonna have to deal with the gear you've got. And no, actually I need to get Kaden that better biotic amp because like I said, the biotic attacks are more effective against the Rachni. Whoops. Okay. Alright, let's save one more time, just in case. Shepard, please don't get stuck this time. I know that it can happen. Like, I'm aware that that is something that can happen. I usually am pretty good at avoiding, like, the little spots where you can get stuck. But I kind of feel like if I can walk into a little area, I should be able to walk out of said area. I guess not. The game feels differently. Its little antenna thing until it moves. Wait, why was it over there? There we go. It's a little bit better. Caden, are you gonna rejoin us now? I can save. Let's do an extra save, just in case. Just in case I get stuck again, or I die, or any of the other things that have gone wrong happen again. Oops, I didn't mean to shoot, but... Somebody kill that thing. Nope, not doing it again. I almost did it again. I don't want to get stuck again. You like how I talked to Caden? Like an elementary school kid who's prone to wandering off. Caden needs help, I guess. No, it was both of them. Neither one of them could take direction well today. Yes, like Liara said, stay down. Okay, we are going to save again because, wait, I went the wrong way. We're going to go the right way and then save again. Because this is definitely one of those missions where you're like, oh, I've done it. And then you find out that, whoops, there are more of them. Oh, there, well that, but also that you fought the easy ones. It is rude to spit at people. I'm stuck again. Oh no, I'm not. I thought I was stuck again, but no, they were just kind of locking me in. All of them? Now, I'm going to save again. Yes, save, for sure. And I am going to put you here, and you here, and then I'm going to open the door, and I'm going to run back here. Go get him. Go. You got this. Oh, that's the end of Liara. And that's the end of Caden. And they're done again. Squishy. Whoa. Oh, it got me. So, because life wasn't hard enough, we needed a Rachni with biotics. Because that's fair.
Get down!
So this one doesn't spit green goo, it spits biotics.
I'm ready to return.
Are you now? Maybe you could stay on your feet for longer than 5 seconds this time. I would appreciate it. Save. Yeah. I mean, okay, they can respawn like pretty much instantly. If Shepard dies, then the whole thing is screwed. Whole thing. So I'm sorry, friends, but you are expendable. And I am not, because I don't want to have to reload any more than I already have to. What? I thought we already got all of them. Stop spitting at me, it's rude. Okay, this is not going well.
Just a scratch.
Nope, I got swarmed by bugs. Especially Caden. You don't have to be that mean to Caden. They're not really expendable. I can wake them back up. Right, aren't there gonna be some that pop up? Oh no, this is the first room. Okay. So how about Caden and Liara, you go like over there and trigger whatever's gonna happen over there, so that I don't get herded into the tunnel again. Go do it. Go do the thing.
Too rough.
Okay, they go here. I don't care. Just go lure the bugs out of their hole. Thank you. Wait, where did you come from? Now are we done? Now we're done. Get up, please. It's time to go. Or is there another one in here? Oh, you're up. Okay. One more save. For progress. Go get him. Nope, nope, Caden. That way. There you go. it died. Good job, Liara. Did you kill it? Good job. Thank you. I guess that's the grenade I threw. A little bit of a delayed reaction. Alright, now we can leave. Alright, we will do the remaining part of this, going to like the place where the supply drone came from and finishing them off. We will do that after Feros. Because it's kind of its own separate thing. It's a part of this same little story, but it's its own separate mission. What was this side quest about? This was the supply drones that had been going out to different like alliance bases, and they were infested with Rachni. Basically, the Rachni had been hitching a ride on the supply drones and then eating people. Or not eating them, just attacking them and killing them. And we're putting a stop to it. So we got rid of the two like infestations, and later we'll go to the source and deal with them. But we're going to do that after Feros. Because I promised Feros for today. And especially with my late start, I want to make good time. Because, yeah. Because I promised we would do Feros today, so we're going to do that. So I think we could just go back to the Normandy. I'm gonna go down and sell some equipment before we get to Feros. Let me double check that everybody's got good stuff. I kind of went through already, but main story mission is worth a double check. Why aren't just there we go. I feel like it glitches a little bit sometimes when I do that. That'll work. Rex gets a new shotgun. That'll make him happy. No, I want those. You get these. That's good. I think you're good. We already did yours. Okay, now we'll sell the extra stuff and be on our way. I would really like some Colossus armor,
supplies?
please.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Of course not. Of course he doesn't have any. But I think maybe his stock has not refreshed since we were last in port. those high explosive rounds in my pistol. I need another mod to go in there as well, but I don't have it yet. It's a little hack for you if you're playing. If you put the high explosive rounds and pair it with a high level heat sink, you get like, or not the high explosive, those are the ones I want. Oh well, it'll work for now. But if you get the high explosive or the hammer, it's the hammerhead rounds are the ones that I like. You put those in there with a high level heat sink and you can like basically shoot over and over and over without it overheating, and you knock your enemies down every time. So it's a little hack if you're playing on like Insanity and you need a little bit of a leg up. There's a way to kind of like, it's not a cheat, but it's not even an exploit because you're working within the rules, but you're kind of stacking the deck, I guess, a little bit more in your favor. Let's go check out this other star system, and then we'll go to Feros. I don't think there's anything to land on here. Or if there is, it's just like collect items and leave.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Atakan Beta Cluster. One of our surveillance drones was gathering intel on Geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down. You need to go groundside and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
Oh, I know which one this one is. Yes, that we're gonna come back later and do that one, as it takes a second. So somebody remind me to come back to however you say that planet's name so we can get that data module after we do Feros. I think we may have completed one of the Prothean data disk recovery quest. So let me check that out once we land. Alright, as promised, Feros. I didn't read any of the cards, nor did I leave them up long enough for anybody else to pause and read them. I'm sorry. That's just, I get impatient when I play. I can't sit there and read things. I tend to want to like look them up. I mean, everything's online, right? Everything's in like the Mass Effect wiki, so you can just pull it up and read it at your leisure. But I never want to stop and read when I'm playing a game. I just want to play the game, and then I'll read things like in between times. Like every now and then, like if I'm playing and I like need to stop for a snack or something, then I will like read things while I'm snacking. But yeah, I kind of just like to go in games and in life, I guess. I'm not very patient. This should shock nobody who knows me, but I'm not a very patient person. I have some students, some young piano students in particular, who are very impatient, and I can tell they get so frustrated when they want to be able to play something or play it like their older kids can, or like their older sibling can. And I'll say to them, "You're not a patient person, are you?" And they'll be like, "No, I get in trouble." And I'll say, "Well, you know, I'm not a patient person either. So when I'm telling you like how you need to slow down and practice and go slowly and make sure you get it right, it's the same thing my teachers told me. So I fully understand like how difficult that is, and I appreciate it.
We saw your ship.
But
Dan wants to speak with you immediately.
But unfortunately, you don't always grow out of the impatience. Sometimes it just sticks with you for life.
Who's Fidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They're making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter.
Oh, he got blowed up. He is dead. There's absolutely no way to save him. But it kind of makes me chuckle. The game was like, no, you're gonna die. I really should have gone by the medbay and refilled my metagels. That was something I meant to do and forgot. So we're gonna go do that because we need metagel so that we don't die. Rex, go get it. Go beat him up. And we're gonna go back on the Normandy and leave and pretend like Feros never happened. No, we're just gonna go back on the Normandy and go into the med bay and get metagel because I meant to do that. I had that split second when I was going down to sell stuff and I was like, I thought it, but didn't say it, like I also need to go refill the metagel. I just didn't do it. So I'm gonna do it now.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in
I wonder how many people like play the main quest lines, main missions, you know, main story missions, and
the commanding officer
just
is
don't
aboard.
play like one
Exo
completely
Presley
until they go on to the next one. They do
relieved.
like a part of Feros and do like a part of Novaria and then like a part of something else. I know that like you can't, when you do Vermeer, you're kind of like locked in for the duration, but between what are the three main legs? Feros, Novaria. What am I forgetting? It was the first one I did. Or is this the first? I don't. I don't need to be in this elevator. My brain is not working today. Hi, Barry. I'm doing well. How are you today? I hope your rehearsal went well. What am I forgetting? We did Novaria as like our... Was that the first like big main story quest we did? I'm gonna have to pull up the stupid thing and look. Is it just Novaria, Feros, and Vermeer? I guess it is. Whatever it is, Therum, yes, that's what I meant. Oh my goodness, thank you, Corsity. I don't know why I was forgetting. I know there's one other like main story mission that's like you're required to do. Anyway, what I was trying to say is like, so that one is pretty much like straightforward, but Feros and Novaria are kind of like multi-stage. So I wonder how many people who play kind of go like back and forth.
Equalizing
I tend to play all of these like main mission
atmosphere.
quest lines like all the way through because that just seems to make sense to me.
Exo Presley has
But one of the great things about these games is that you can kind of do whatever you want and make it work for you. So I don't know, that's why the reason I like watching people stream these games that I already know really well and I already know that I enjoy, because I can see like a totally different play style or a totally different set of like choices or choice order and learn something new about the game. Because like sometimes dialogue changes based on the order you do things, you know, and sometimes it's just a subtle thing that sometimes it's really interesting. Do I still have those high explosive rounds in here? No, it's the shredder ones. I wanted these. Thank you. They're not as good as the hammerhead ones. Oh, I didn't do my points. They're not as good as the hammerhead rounds, but they'll work. Let's do that. Warp specialization. Meanwhile, I have 1 point in warp. It's fine. I'll put some more points in warp in a bit. Finish out first aid for Garrus. And sniper rifles. Combat armor for Rex. Can I save? I can.
Head to the tunnels. Make sure they're secure.
Those Geth are bloody dangerous. Dive thirst, the Geth will surely kill us all. How is a woman supposed to think with guns going off all around?
Sir, are you okay? Or are you just laying there dead? Oh no, you're moving. Okay, you're good. I thought he was just dead, and they just left him here. They're like, we will just deal with this later. Oh, I'm sorry, Barry. I missed your chat. You weren't here earlier when I said I've moved my microphone so that I could see this screen better because it was kind of blocking it yesterday, and I was doing like weird shifting side to side to be able to see, and now today it's blocking part of my chat. So I don't always see things until they've moved up a bit. I'm sorry that your rehearsal was torture. I wish those rehearsals were not a thing, but unfortunately the torturous ones are just as much a part of the experience as the really awesome ones. But I'm sorry that's the kind of day you're having, and I hope you feel better. I hope it was one of the ones that was just tiring and it's over now and not like something truly bad happened. But anyway, I thought this guy was just like dead, and they were just like, we're phoning that out. We'll let somebody else come clean him up. But no, he's alive. He's clearly injured. And they are all still like, it's probably fine. We will just leave him here. I'm sorry, sir. I wish I could help you, but I can't do anything for you. What about her? She's doing the same thing. She's clearly injured. And they're just like, it's fine. Somebody else will take care of it. There are like 20 people in this colony, and we're all standing here, but I'm sure somebody else will take care of it.
The Geth are mounting another attack.
There, dear. You'll get through this. Just relax.
My headache.
The Geth just keep coming.
Oh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's
She's
on air.
pleasant.
Watch out! We've got Geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
Do I have the correct rounds in here this time? No, I don't. We do. Okay, good. Stuck. Rex, you trapped me. Shoot him in the knee. in. I knew that sniper was coming for me and I couldn't get away. I couldn't get around into cover fast enough. I tried to get into cover behind that like rock thing, but it wasn't actual cover. You're doing this piece where it's the same thing over and over again, only the clarinet part, and there's like nowhere to breathe. If you breathe, you're screwed because you're probably not getting back in. Yeah, there are a lot of pieces like that. I'm thinking of like something like John Adams' short Ride in a Fast Machine. It's just super repetitive, but they're like multiple clarinet parts. I don't remember how many. So like really like you have to be able to breathe, and you just leave a bit out, and just because there's so much going on, like your entrance, exit and re-entrance will be covered. And I don't know what piece you're talking about, but I'm sure there's a way to make it work. And it's that thing, like it's always about the effect, not the method, right? So as long as it sounds like everybody's playing and all the notes are there and no one has left some out to breathe, then that's the piece. Okay. Yeah, I've been there, done that. Barry, I don't mean this to sound like a bad thing, but I think you may be overthinking it. Just take breaths where you need to. Just leave a figure out where you need to. Breathe and come back in. What makes it work is if you just make a plan and stick to it. That way it doesn't feel herky-jerky. And if you pick a spot and it doesn't work because it leaves a hole, don't breathe there. Pick a different spot. Breathe there instead. That's funny that that's the piece. But yeah, there's some Granger pieces that are like that too. But like, aside from like a few people who circular breathe their way through that, most everyone has to just leave a few notes out, or a beat or two, or even an entire bar to breathe. Just let the part be covered by somebody else, because the audience won't know and won't care if you leave out 1 beat, 2 beats, 3 beats, a bar, whatever it is, to like breathe and reset and come back in. What matters more is that it happens like cleanly and it isn't like super obtrusive or super noticeable. But I know it's stressful and I know it can be tricky to figure out, but I think you might be overthinking it a smidge. Just identify the places where you're like, I will absolutely be out of air by this spot, and then figure out how to breathe near that spot and you'll be fine. I'm sure you're doing fine. I'm sure you're managing your part well. I'm sure you're making good decisions. Just don't doubt yourself, don't overthink it, and breathe when you need to breathe. Don't pass out, please. Please don't do that. Funny that you see the Geth wearing Omni tools. They are Geth, isn't it their whole body an Omni tool? Why do they need Omni tools? Do people sometimes pass out? Not commonly. I mean, that's more of like a chorus thing, where somebody in the chorus will like lock their knees and pass out. Or that's, I actually have heard in recent years that that's kind of a myth, that that's not really what happens. But yes, like sometimes people, like, it's usually a problem with like beginners. They'll just like huff and puff and like hyperventilate a bit. I don't know that I've ever known anyone to actually like become unconscious, but like I've definitely worked with a couple students who are like getting lightheaded, and it was because they weren't managing their breaths properly. But no, like truly pass out, like super uncommon, I would say, but getting lightheaded, feeling woozy because they weren't managing their breaths correctly is something I feel like is more likely to happen. Sir, that is rude. Why are you focusing on me. Go fight somebody else. I got 2 friends here that you could fight instead of me. Oh, never mind. I got 1 friend. Rex is dead. You gonna get up now, buddy, or are you just gonna stay there? Okay, you stay there. I'll deal with it. The last Geth is always like, no, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna hide. Garrus, go get him. Okay, go over there a bit more. Like, yeah. Draw them out of cover for me. Get him, Garrus. Get him! Garrus, you are standing there letting yourself get shot. Please do something. Are we good? We're good. Yeah, that's true. It is more of a circulation thing than lack of air. That's a good point.
We should update Vidan on the situation.
I don't know. Like like I said, I've never known somebody to like
left to proper channels.
truly like pass out. But like now that I've talked about like the course thing, I feel like I've heard somebody say recently that that's like not really a thing, or it's kind of like if they're passing out, it's more from like nerves / anxiety / stress. So I really don't know. I guess the more likely thing to happen is that you mismanage your breath, you hyperventilate, and you trigger like your anxiety excuse me, / like a fight or flight response that could even feel like or become a panic attack, I suppose. Like I feel like I've definitely seen that happen to somebody before, where they, like the whole situation, like maybe they didn't feel like they played well, maybe they were concerned about breathing, maybe they were, I always go the wrong way here, so let me make sure I'm going the right direction. Yeah, I don't want to go to the tunnels yet. I want to go back here. I always get confused in this building structure, whatever it is. But like where like they played something, maybe it didn't go their way, and so afterwards they experience like a, I feel lightheaded, I feel faint, I feel like I'm having a panic attack, like that kind of, that family of like responses or feelings.
The tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
I'm just glad your colony's safe.
I appreciate your concern and your efforts against the Geth.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Help me find what the Geth are after, and you'll all get out of here alive.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the Exogeny headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
What's Exogeny?
It's the company most of us worked for before the attacks. They fund this colony. The Skyway leads directly to Exogeny headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
I didn't expect this would be easy.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
What can you tell me about the defenses the Geth have set up?
I don't have any details, but I'll wager it's a lot more fortified than the command post.
They landed at least one Geth ship at Exogeny, and I've seen large walking tanks on the Skyway. Expect a hard fight.
What do you need done to get this place back on its feet?
We need those Geth destroyed.
Arcelia's right. There are still Geth in the tunnels. We also have more mundane problems like food, water, and power. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people overseeing them.
Is there anything I can do to solve your water shortage?
Maka Doyle has been assigned to that particular issue. If you have any insight to offer, please speak with her.
You mentioned something about a food shortage.
Davin Reynolds is tasked with securing food for the immediate future. If you can assist, please speak with him.
What's wrong with the colony's power supply?
May O'Connell is working on our power problems. She'd know more about it than I do.
Do you have information about Geth in the lower tunnels?
Nothing new. They're in the tunnel somewhere, likely guarding a transmitter to coordinate attacks. It's not a critical threat right now, but getting rid of that transmitter will help us defend against further attacks.
Let's talk about Zoo's Hope and Feros in general.
Of course, Commander.
Tell me about your colony.
Life is hard and often brutal, even without our current problems. Colonial affairs back on Earth told us we'd be beneath the notice of any raiders. I guess they weren't counting on the Geth. But, despite everything, there's something tranquil about this place. unlike anything I've experienced before.
How big was the original Feros colony?
We were nearly 1,000 at the main site, 200 more at my outpost. When the first wave obliterated our defenses, we fell back to Zoo's Hope.
The Normandy isn't huge, but we could airlift you out.
The Geth fighters are too dangerous, and I won't be driven off this world. It is our home. There's a chance for growth here that's simply not available on other worlds.
What else can you tell me about ExoGeni?
ExoGeni funded this colony. Without them, we wouldn't be stuck here.
They specialize in colonization. In return for bankrolling the colony, we work for them. Their main goal is the retrieval of valuable artifacts or resources.
Except there isn't anything here. Or if there is, we didn't find it.
I wonder if that's what the Geth are looking for.
Perhaps. As she said, we never found anything of value.
Of course, the Geth could know something we don't.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Alright, well, I got a few more minutes for today, so let's walk around and talk to everybody. And then we'll get set up to head into the tunnels next time. I already got that. I don't think they will say anything. Oh, no, they will.
You'll have to forgive my wife. Calantha's not in her right mind. She just needs to relax and accept what's happened.
What do you do for the colony?
I'm a medic. Or I am since the doctor died. I've tried my best since she was killed.
Are you sure you're not Udina? Because you sound an awful lot like him.
Do you know anything about this planet?
Just what I was told by Colonial Affairs. It's a little different from what they claimed. It's not all bad, though. When the Geth are gone, we'll have a chance to create something even more spectacular than before.
What happened to your wife?
The constant attacks have strained us all. She'll adapt. We all have.
Is there anything I can do for her?
No, she just needs time. Time to absorb everything. We'll be fine.
Tell me about the colony.
I can't tell you much about that. You'd best ask Fidan if you really must know.
Why can't you tell me? I just want to know about the colony.
Fidan is our leader. Who better to answer questions about the colony?
I have to go.
Hello, Off-Worlder. I'm glad that we aren't totally forgotten by the rest of the galaxy.
Dear, please try to rest. You're not ready to speak.
But they should know. Yes. That's better.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm fine. I just need to try to think clearly. It's just a lingering pain from the last attack. I'll be...
I can't see any significant damage, but something is clearly causing her pain.
Please, just let her rest. She just needs rest.
You're the one who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid, maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
I have a ship. I could bring in supplies from off-world.
I'd rather you concentrated on the Geth. Food won't help us if they breach our defenses.
Tell me about Zoo's Hope.
The colony is growing. Or it was. But you should speak with Fidan. He is our leader.
Why should I speak with Fidan? Why can't you tell me?
I don't want to talk about that right now. Speak with Fidan.
Tell me about yourself.
What's to tell? I came here with my wife Greta, looking for adventure, a new life together. This isn't exactly what we signed up for. Of course, it would be much better without the Geth. We were really starting to enjoy the colony before they came.
Tell me about hunting Varen.
Hunting them is impossible while fending off the Geth. On the positive side, they'll attack anything, even those damn synthetics. The big Alpha Varen is the real problem. He's mad, erratic, completely unpredictable.
I have to go.
So long, Commander.
Alright, I think I'm going to have to stop here for today, but we will talk to the rest of the colonists when I pick this up next time. Although I think I might talk to this guy, see if he's got any good stuff for
I was told
sale.
to make my supplies available to you if you wish.
We'll talk to him about himself next time.
Of course. I may be able to
Maybe
provide
he'll
a
have
few
the
interesting items.
Colossal armor that I'm after. He's got a license, I need that. And I think nothing we got is really any better than what we have. Or maybe we didn't get much, did we? I got some armor, but everybody's already wearing our best stuff.
Is there something I can do for you? I'm told to make all
Let me see what you have.
Of course. I may be able to provide a few interesting items.
Hang on to those for now. Alright, so I'm going to leave it here for today. And we'll continue with Feros next time. Mass Effect. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully I will see you again soon.